training number 2. I just want to start with this. You've heard it before, but AI isn't going to replace you, but someone using it effectively and efficiently will. That's just the fact. I went back in history and I was looking through time, of course. ChatGPT helped me with this. Do you know when electricity first came out? In the 1930s. It came out before the 1930s, but when it became like mass adoption and companies were getting it installed, do you know about 20 to 25% of companies thought it wasn't good, it might be evil, or, we're good the way we are. And they decided not to get electricity. And 100% of them were out of business within a year. That's really where we are in history. We are the only generation that was here before AI, and we're going to be here after AI. And those who don't adapt, learn, go deep, there's no way you can thrive. There's no way you could start the business, scale the business, get your team to be efficient. You're not going to be able to keep up. Here's the thing, though. Most people are in the midst of confusion because of all of the wasted time, the wasted money, chasing all the tools. You could burn yourself out. And that's the cost of confusion. And that's what we are eliminating. That's what Tony Robbins and I have been doing. I learned from him, so he's been doing it even longer than me. 30 years for me, 46 years for him, on how to take things that are complex and have a path and a plan that makes sense for you. I want you to have a belief that you are going to leave this event because you are with crystal clear clarity, not chasing shiny tools, but knowing how to buy time back in your life, how to take that time and leverage it. It happened when the telephone came out, the printing press, electricity, the internet. This is just the next phase. And we're going to get rid of the confusion and show you how to thrive, how to multiply, how to leverage, how to accelerate using it with confidence. Now, I want to give you a quick little hack, something I've been using, and I've done this before. I've been doing this for quite some time, but I've been getting better at it. And oh my God, your answers get exponentially better. Again, if you're doing it, cool. But if not, go try this. I'm sure you've played around with ChatGPT, right? And you have other options, but I'm going to say chat for now. And what happens without realizing it, because we're so programmed with Google, sometimes we're using chat like a fancy Google, right? It's exponentially different, you know that. So I want you, instead of worrying about the perfect prompt, to go and hit the button on how to communicate and just give context of what your question is, whatever it is. How do I start the business? How do I scale the business? How do I market? How do I cook vegan? How do I build more intimacy in my relationship? I don't care. Ask it anything you want. But when it gives you an answer, I want you to do something for me. Try this. I want you to say to it, thank you for the answer. You don't have to say thank you. Whatever you want. I'm polite to my chat. But you could say, thanks for the answer, but I want to know if I have blind spots. Could you be my sparring partner and push back on any blind spots I might have, or ask me questions that can help you give me a much better answer, and hit submit. Now, if you didn't say too much, it might not have a lot of feedback of blind spots. It could say, hey, you missed this whole section. I don't understand how you really want to market or what kind of relationship you're in. But then it'll say, could you answer these 3, 4, 5, 6 questions? Because the more data you put in, right? Einstein said if I had an hour to solve a problem, I'd spend 55 minutes on the right questions. If you get it to ask you questions, you don't have to be a master prompter. You don't have to understand technology. Just communicate with the English language. And the more data and questions answered that you give it, I promise you, the outcome, the answer is exponentially better. A little bit of homework. Below, you could take a pre-event survey. That really helps us to fine-tune exactly what Tony and I and our amazing guests are going to be sharing. So we'd love for you to take that. Number 2, join the school community that we have just for you. You're all invited. It's where you get to know each other. And if you know a friend, an employee, a business partner, a spouse that wants to come, send them the link below and make sure they attend with you. They could be your accountability partner. See you soon. Hey.